Hello there, test subjects. It's Varyn here. Sorry for all the delay. The update for this game was took way too long. But hey, it's finally I finally finished the update, so I can actually do stuff. Also, I guess this is the reason why the update was so big this time. Summer vacation spot. I I knew about this, but I guess they added more stuff. Because I didn't realize that the update would be that big. That's why it took so long to update. But yeah, now I have to wait 5 minutes for this. At least now I can at least start the stream. I was thinking about playing something else and then switching it around, but at the same time I thought like I don't think it's a good idea downloading stuff while I'm waiting for the update to be done. Um, Oh, I mean, since I'm waiting anyways, let me handle this. I'm copying the wrong thing. Oh, hey, it looks like someone. Around this time, I would have raided someone, but I guess this time is when I'm gonna start the stream. I'm gonna stream for about 2 hours still. I did make something for me to drink in the meantime. Um, yeah, now I just have to wait 3 minutes, I guess. Okay, I've done this, I've done that. Yeah, guess I'm just waiting now. Mm. Mm. I didn't know about 3 minutes. Kidding. And that's gonna start as soon as the timer ends. Of course it will. I mean, I'm just gonna be handling stuff, so I guess um I can wait until the ad finishes before I actually do story. Okay, rank information, probably combat power. Yep, top 30. What was I missing for Sylvie? Like, I guess I can ignore getting the bear like this weapon upgraded since now there's a new weapon. Mm, I still need to do this one and the module. Okay, 2 more minutes. So Lily, as soon as I get the buff, the freaking ad's gonna start. Oh well. What else can I do in the meantime? Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I put some skills over here. Since skills are now free to get, I thought might as well use up the extra space I have. Though I don't know how good they would be yeah, let me check something. Aha, yep. Before I didn't get this because I mean, why would I? Uh since I never used the skills, but now might as well get it. Good thing I remembered that. I used to love this skill, but then I needed to get rid of it since I didn't really need it anymore. Hmm. This one is this one, which gives me a buff. It's a healing one, actually. So, I guess Sylvie. To be honest, I don't want to put Sylvie on a higher ranking than what I currently have, because even though like she has good AoE and such, like her animations are pretty long, so she sometimes gets stuck in it. But I'll have to think about where to put Sylvie now, since this move is a healing move, apparently. Yep. So, I finished this. Bum, bum, bum. Also, my crew is almost at level 10. Slowly but surely. Okay, let's see what they've been up to. What caused the update to be so big this time? Oh, 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 she has a swimsuit. It's kind of cute. I like it. Her being shy also helps it. Oh, but I do kind of see like, well, you only see it when she's doing that animation, but you kind of do see a difference in like coloration. Yeah, it's currently playing. What else? I got okay, load in everything. So I have seen your swimsuit. There's some sea turtles. There's water on the background. There's some treasure with kelp, random beach chairs. Okay, here's the capsule. Again, I've said this before, but this one is probably the most important one. The unique accessories. Machine King's Doomsday Clock. That sounds pretty cool. What is this? Macagon. I need to check what that gives. But, hmm. So, like, does that not... I wonder how to get, like, normal accessories now. I wonder if they've made it easier or not. Let me go to the event shop. Pink suit, yeah. No, this... The macaron shop is kind of bad. Okay. You can... Using money, you can get these things. But, yeah, these ones are 30 days. These ones don't say, like, the amount of days it is. They do cost a lot, though. It's the same thing with this. This one also doesn't say the amount of days it is. Okay. The April Fool's says literally 30 days, so... Okay. It's finished. I wonder if I can actually, like... Considering the amount of money you need for it, I'm pretty sure these are permanent. Because, like, the full costume is only 5 million? Yeah, Meanwhile, this is 100. The tickets is 50 though. But I'm pretty sure these are permanent, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that because, like, it might be temporary and that doesn't say there. But I knew about that. Also, okay, is there swimsuit? What? Okay. But I guess this is to get ready for like a summer event or something. Okay. Uh, Fantasy World Dream Theater refers. Deadly Daydream. No, but the Noah's Museum does say event. So I wonder if there's a specific. No, it might just be the capsules. I'm not sure. Because I didn't hear anything about like a summer event. Like capsule event, yes, but not an actual summer event. Okay. They had a really unpleasant dream. They've had plenty of bad dreams before. Dreams of endless swarms of flies ascending, of ominous colored seawater churning, of broken machines destroying humanity. But this time, the dream surpassed all those nightmares, even worse than dreams of man-eating beasts or the world being engulfed in flames. And yet, despite how horrific it was, when they woke up, they couldn't remember a single thing about it. That wasn't all. They were certain that they had woken up from the dream. But for some reason, what they saw before them looked just like something out of a dream. A worn-down, desolate theater backstage. In the middle of that stage, an old, faded gramophone. Then, as usual, a cheerful voice came from the gramophone. Welcome, welcome. Glad you could make it, dear closers. I wonder, maybe you're tired of this greeting by now, but I hope you'll forgive me. Think of it as a kind of a ritual flair. There's an aesthetic value in repeating formality. That is why it's often used to bring a sense of comfort and familiarity. Of course, on the flip side, repeating patterns can also stir up confusion and fear. What is this? Why does this situation keep repeating? Just like that. I've gotten sidetracked. My apologies. Let's move on to the main topic. I've been watching your exploits in Paris. Truly magnificent battles. Haha, they were so thrilling. I kept replaying them over and over and over. I'm not trying to boast, but in truth, I lend you a bit of help myself. Not just the stealing blizzard, but I even set the Nerwald in motion. At that level, even a fellow being like me stepping in can't be helped, can it? I laid down some foreshadowing, scattered a few hints, even put in a proxy to help you from tragedy. Yes, it was all according to my script. Up until the middle, that is. After that middle point, things completely diverged from my plans. Haha, it's fine. Mishaps are bound to happen on stage. Even unexpected turns can become major elements of the story. But given how important this play is, I really would have preferred if there hadn't been any ad-libbing. So on a personal level, I couldn't help but feel disappointed. Yes, just a little. I've gotten this gloomy talk again. Forgive me. I didn't call you here just to ramble like that. Nothing out of the ordinary. Everything's the same as usual. My loyal servants, Dogra and Magra, will each present a theme. All you have to do is choose the one you like the best. That's right. Think of it like the usual divine battle. There might be a few slight differences from usual, but they're minor, so don't worry too much. Once this experience ends, my old friend, that cruel gods might even reveal a clue that could save humanity. So please, approach this experience with all your heart. Dogra, Magra, the guest is ready. One side is comedy, the other side is tragedy. Let's see which one resonates more with our closer. I've even given this grand version of Divine Battle a new name. A bit dramatic, perhaps, but I think it's fitting. Behold, the opening of the Divine Ragnarok. Dear guest. Oh dear, pardon me. I was momentarily lost in thought. Divine Ragnarok. You've come to participate in this new battle, haven't you? Master has already informed me. From now on, Magra and I will be overseeing this battle. That's right. All of this is for the one we serve, the one who governs all dreams. Let us compose ourselves and begin. I've prepared tea. Please enjoy it as you listen. It's the finest blend I could brew, perhaps prepared just for today. The opposition of perspectives you're about to face resembles the previous Divine Battle, yet carries a higher level. Divine Ragnarok. In this sacred confrontation, the theme I'm in charge is comedy. You know the saying, all is well that ends well. It's exactly that. Closers, you've fought breathlessly up to this point. Through countless trials, shocking truths, painful farewells to loved ones. You, who've endured all of this, understand it well. That it's simply too cruel for tragedy to await after all this effort. Therefore, comedy is the better choice. To persuade you, I borrowed the Master's power, then prepared the humble sage. Ask that you attend and experience a fragment of comedy. I may be clumsy, but I've done my utmost to prepare this. Please, no, it's Dogra's comedy. I do have enough combat power, so I should be fine. It's the first stage of the day, so it's gonna take a few seconds to load. Okay. Okay. This game's just struggling at the first like times I do the skills. That's normal. Let me just use this. Oh, Dogra. Welcome, Sylvie. Thank you for coming all this way. I hope you didn't got hurt anywhere. I wasn't expecting any combat, so I was caught off guard, but I managed to handle it somehow. Don't recall being warned about this kind of combat. Could you explain what's going on? No, comedy is pure joy from start to finish. A thrill that rides the edge, and that sweet rush of victory that follows. That's the kind of challenge that elevates the experience. Consider those enemies you fought with as extras, placed there just for that purpose. Yeah, it does want me to wait. Now then, as the final step of your trial, I'm sorry to say I'll be playing the role of the boss. Boss, are you saying you want to fight me? Hold on, I don't understand why do we even have to fight. Don't worry, just come at me. This is all part of the process. Then let us begin your delightful trial to reach the true comedy. Oh, you got me. That acting was awful. Forgive me, I'm not really used to these kinds of performances. But more importantly, you've overcome the hardship. Now it's time to receive your beautiful ending. Please look around you. What do you see? These are on Blu-rays and DVDs. They're dramas and films from all over the world, from the mainstream to the most niche, everything. Quite a collection, isn't it? I've mined them from the dreams of cinephiles all across the globe. You won't be disturbed here, so please feel free to watch to your heart's content. I appreciate the gesture, but I still have my duties as closer. So, There's something I need to see through to the end, so you'd probably be happier never seeing how it ends. Hey, Red! The update's finally done, so I can finally stream the game. Sorry, what did you say? Oh, nothing at all. More important, I'll provide whatever you need. So don't worry and just enjoy yourself. Leave behind the sorrow and pain of battle, and simply live in happiness. This is this is the comedy I've prepared for you. Dogra, I don't think this kind of comedy is really for me. Please don't decide just yet. This is Divine Ragnarok, where standpoints clash. You need to experience the opposing view as well. Magra, that child has prepared the tragedy that awaits you. I do worry a bit about where she pulled it off properly, but please experience her side as well, and then I hope you'll make a decision. Well then, I'll take my leave. It was an honor to serve you. So, how are you guys? Are you guys fine? But yeah, one of the reasons why it took so long is apparently one of the main maps got like they changed for the swimsuit theme, and they didn't say anywhere they're gonna change it, but I guess they changed it. Oh, I hope everything goes well over there. Was it something? I mean, like, was it something expected or unexpected? Yeah, it's better if she goes to like check it out. You never know what it might be. Yeah. Well, I hope everything's fine. I hope it's nothing like bad. Just drink before reading. Huh? Oh? Ah, guess you're here. Sorry, I was spacing out too much. You came for Divine Ragnarok, right? Got it. Got it. Everything's already prepared. Huh, by the way, did you see my sister's comedy site? You did see my sister's comedy site, right? Didn't she say anything? Like Sally hinting at something? Planting a flag? I guess not. Got it. Sorry for asking something weird. Then let's get started. Ah, but before that, please have the tea prepared. I brewed it with all my heart. Absurd script. You may have guessed already, since my sister's theme was comedy. Ta-da! My theme is tragedy. All is well that ends well. Sure, people say that, but there's another saying too. All life passes through nature towards eternal death. Since death is promised to all living things, everything alive is destined to face the tragedy of death. Turning away from the tragedy and escaping into a comfortable comedy is foolish. Rather, isn't it the true mark of humanity to stand tall even in the face of tragedy? That is why, once again, tragedy is the bare path. To persuade you, I also borrowed my master's power and set a humble little stage. Please attend it. Come and experience a fragment of tragedy. Honestly, I'm not super confident, but I gave it my all. Please enjoy it. Oh, right. I forget that it's like down here. Magra's tragedy. Please enjoy the tragedy prepared by Magra. Though clumsily crafted, it will be grand and noble enough. May you reach an honorable end in this noble dream. Sylvie, welcome. It must be tough getting here. Did you get hurt? That was a pretty brutal fight. Yeah, at this level, you could probably call it a tragedy. Haha, but this is only the beginning. Did you see it? The well drowned in contaminated phase. I wasn't sure which apocalypse would be best, but I figured that the contaminated phase left the strongest impression. Not that I know why it's so memorable. Hmm, wait a sec. My eyes twitch itchy. Let me just scratch it real quick. Anyway, in this world hanging by a thread, you the only closer left. Will fight a valiant, hopeless battle. There's no chance of victory, and that's what makes it noble. As for me, just think of me as a mid-boss. Could make sense of the intent behind this. What exactly were you trying to do? You'll understand soon enough. First, try to defeat me, the mid-boss. Here I come. Ah! Magra, are you okay? I'm sorry, I couldn't control my strength. Yeah, I'm fine. This is the tragedy I've prepared. Now, look at my face. Do I still look like Magra to you? Huh? Look like Magra? What are you saying? What? Sylvie, yeah? Why are you here? And why are you covered in so much blood? Don't tell me the one who attacked was you. No, you can't die, please. And that's the tragedy. Ta-da! Yeah, totally had ya. Right, as I changed my face, I also sprinkled a little of my master special powder. It's a powder that makes even the most absurd dreams feel real. Then all of this was just a dream? Yeah, now that I think about it, there's no way that could have been real. But Margaret, that prank really crossed the line. Don't get mad at me. It was just a performance. That emotional whiplash, that's what tragedy is all about. Sure, you're angry, but didn't you also feel some kind of catharsis? Didn't you discover something? Some meaning or lesson through all the grief? Rather than a shallow comedy, a tragic tale full of grandeur and heartbreak, hurting the ones you love through a tragic mistake, falling into despair, yet still heading back to the battlefield, because all that's left is the fight. This is the tragedy I prepared for you. Still, I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. Now let's go. Now go. It's time to give your answer. Comedy or tragedy? Which grand finale will you choose? Once you decide, the count will take care of the rest. Yes, from this point on, everything will go as he wishes. My sister, myself, all dreams are his to command. Okay, I'm thinking. So, to me, depending on where I want a comedy or tragedy ending, I guess it depends on the game. Like, there are some games that end like with comedy, and there's some games that end with tragedy that I've played that I really like. Like, without spoiling anything, a game that I really like that ends in tragedy. It's End Roll, and no matter like which ending you pick, it's tragedy, but it's also like kind of deserved tragedy. Meanwhile, like it depends whether or not it's deserved or not, because like undeserved comedy wouldn't feel good, but also undeserved tragedy also doesn't feel good. So I guess it really depends on which game. Close. If I put it like in perspective of closers, Like, if I had to pick, I would probably go for comedy through because of all the things we've been through. But like, I'm on the fence because closers have both comedy and tragedy, and they both mix well. So like, being forced to pick is kind of tough. Okay. Oh, you've returned. So you've seen the play that Dogra and Magra prepared, haven't you? Comedy, complacent yet irresistible temptation. Tragedy, harsh yet all the meaningful because of it. What will you choose, closer? Don't overthink. It's just like the usual divine battle. Just take a moment and pick the option that calls to you. Good. Then leave the rest to me. Leave everything in my hands. Brave, and therefore all the more pitiful closer. Boom. Hmm? Did the dimension walls just get pierced? Such rudeness. Who dares interrupt like this? Intruder, raise your head and state your identity. I offer my greetings to the Lord of Fantasy, and I apologize for interrupting your conversation. But I had no choice. I had to protect that closer over there. Protect the closer? What a curious statement. It almost sounds like you think I intend to harm the closer. I'm sorry, but that's exactly how I see it. The choice you're forcing upon the closer, both paths seem to lead only to ruin. What a ridiculous claim. Who wrote that script? I've gone out of my way to support the closer with every way possible. Without me, they might have fallen or died long ago. I even sided with them at the cost of my long-standing friendship. Yet I would harm them? That's your conclusion? That's not just a serious misjudgment. It's all an insulting one. Small creature, can you take responsibility for that judgment you've made? I'm not ignorant of the grace and support of the Lord Fantasy has shown us. That that's why this situation is more confusing to me. But I didn't make this judgment lightly or without reason. The reason I found lies within one man's memory. The man who recently gave up all his memories and returned to being a pure boy. The memories of a Professor Leon Schneider. Within them was a memory of you, Lord Fantasy. I always found like Lord the County an interesting character because like he doesn't see like he does help us, but he doesn't see us like as anything more than like actors, you know? So like everything should be according to his play, and he's just helping us because according to his script, the underdog is the one that wins. But like I said before, he doesn't seem to see us anything more than actors. No, a memory of you making a distorted judgment about humanity. Somewhere in the theater where the closers were heading into the final battle in Paris, the curtain rises slowly. At the center of the dark stage, there is a table. Upon it, luxurious liquor and fine appetizers are set. Across the table, a count is sitting on the one side, and on the other side, a small framed boy sits, looking out of place amidst the grand table and chairs. Where am I? I definitely even gave up my last memory. Welcome to the theater, Professor. It is truly an honor to speak face to face with a scholar of humanity. You. I think I know who you are. You must be the one who gave me the gramophone, the one who could observe the future by winding it. Oh, you figured it out, as expected of the wise Professor Leon Schneider. It seems I was right to choose you as my proxy. So, what is this? And who are you? What happened to me? This is the Dream Theater, a place I prepared for the closers. It's a place where all kinds of dreams and countless universes converge. As for me, I am the one being you would call a lord. Some call me the Lord of Fantasy, but I refer myself as Count D. I'd prefer if you called me that as well. And your last question about your current state, Professor. Regrettably, you gave up all your memories in Paris. Because of that, you've lost yourself. Right now, you're in a moment of unconsciousness, a temporary visit into this dream. I see, I understand the situation. Then first, Count, let me say this. Thank you, Count, truly, for showing humanity a way to avoid tragedy, and for allowing a beautiful father like me to be a father one last time. Think nothing of it. I should be the one thanking you. As my proxy, you accomplished far more than I expected. In that, I offer my sincere and undisputed gratitude. That said, the reason I've used this and rather had the trick to bring you here, it was simply to exchange warm words of thanks. So then, Professor, do you have a guess? Why I've invited you to this theater? I believe I do, Count. You want to ask me, don't you? Why, even though I followed the path to avoid tragedy, I did not follow the road to the grand finale that you prepared. Indeed, you are truly worthy of the title of humanity's greatest scholar. I commend your insight to perceive my intent so clearly. Then, with such remarkable insight, surely you can also guess how I must be feeling now. I am no god, merely human. I cannot see into God's heart. But if I were in your position, perhaps I would feel humiliated. After all, I ignored the script you offered in goodwill, right to your face. You understand perfectly. And yet, knowing all of that, you still chose to anger a god. Before I enlist my anger, let me ask you this. Why would you make such a foolish choice? You avoided the tragedy, and so why did you refuse the path to the grand finale? Because avoiding tragedy and choosing the future are two completely different things. Following a warning that says, avoid this, it's dangerous, it's not the same as being told, this is how your life should go. How could these two things possibly be the same? They are the same, I'm telling you, they're the same. How unexpected. When a god gets angry, I expected something more dramatic. Space harrowing, reality warping. But yours, but you only struck the table. If you wish, I can express my anger that way instead. Of course, your body would vanish in pain with that warped space. The only reason I haven't done so is because I bear goodwill towards humanity. That's why I took the trouble to prepare the grand finale for you. Without it, you would fall back into tragedy. Thus, avoiding tragedy and choosing the grand finale are the same. So why would you make such a foolish choice? Have you never considered that your decision might lead to humanity's ruin? Do you believe, in that small body of yours, that you can shoulder such a tremendous burden? I know I cannot decide humanity's future on my own, but even so, the choice was placed in front of me. You didn't. You think I didn't agonize over it? The world is not a play. Humanity is not made of actors on a stage. Count, if I were to accept your proposal and choose the path to the grand finale, if I entrusted every future that followed to your script, then I believe that too would be no different than from humanity's extinction, because all the futures that could would depend entirely on your design. Humanity would come to you to look up at the sky, like priests waiting on a divine oracle, praying for the descent of a mechanical god. That is why I refused the grand finale, even if that choice could very well lead to humanity's destruction. Humanity must choose its own future. Only with the freedom to choose can one truly live as an intelligent being with dignity. That is what I believe. So then, O Lord of Fantasy, if my choice has angered you and you wish to punish me with eternal suffering, then so be it. If that's